But I think about it, the sun, we're told, is a big gaseous ball burning in space in a vacuum. By the way, since we're on the subject of vacuum, fire, the element by which the sun exerts its energy, and I don't care if it's nuclear fission or what, it's still fire, needs what element, folks, in order to continue to burn? Oxygen. Now that I think about it, the sun, we're told, is a big gaseous ball burning in space in a vacuum. But
we're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE, welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what Zack Snyder did to the Justice League. Let's face it, he fucked up DC big time. Anyway, hello, today we're going to have a, well, I don't really want to call it a debate because this series is me helping somebody that I've come to know who is currently a flat earther, but we are going to fix that. First of all, I would like to give an apology for there being no stream on the weekend. I was supposed to be debating Nathan Erickson, Pitch Lumen, however, he's a flat earther, and you know he decided to instead email me and say I can't do Saturday, let's do Sunday, and then Sunday email me and say, oh, I can't do Sunday either, even though he asked for the debate. So yeah, cheers for that, Nathan. Wednesday I will be re-debating Effed Up World with MC Tune as moderator, and I'm going to be a lot more calm than last time, I promise. And then I've got an Adele disciple to debate on Friday, so that's going to be fun. But today, let's get him back. It's Facts. Hello, my friend. How are you doing?
Hello there. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just drawing something out on the table. As soon as you mentioned McToon, that's a good part to start on. Part of it, not straight away, but the experiment that he did with the table on the beach to try and prove the horizon, which is still due to do with the water series or episodes we're doing.
I don't think that was his experiment. That was just somebody else's that he has presented.
Oh, so he's not going to hold his hands up to that.
Which one is it? Let me see if I know which one you mean, I think.
It was on Jaren's last night, or the day before I was watching it, and it's on the beach with a coffee table. That's a Black and Decker, or like a camping table with two poles masking tape together at either end, like that, basically.
The one that he streamed yesterday. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay, let me find the point of that.
I think it's 7 hours in.
Well, when was the stream that he did?
and it's got about the lines, whether if you draw a straight line or a curved line and then condense them.
I don't see any
at
streams where he's
whatever
done
angle,
7 hours.
like that.
But I know the one you mean. I don't have it available right now. Yeah, but what about it?
Right. So basically it had, hang on, two pieces of pipe. So it had, like, that's the table. That's the table it was on. That's the rocky ground it was on. There's
Yeah.
2 pieces of pipe with just masking tape round them, and then, sorry, I should have drawn them. And then, right.
I know the one you mean. I used to have it stored, but I don't.
Yeah,
but
no, just for the viewers.
Yeah.
Just for the viewers, where the arrows are, and that line that goes across there, McToon's tried to line up these 2 bars, like, that are apart, with the horizon in between that bar and then that bar.
Yeah.
And he's put a stone under this. There's red on the experiments. He's put a stone under this to try and level it up, I would presume, to get it straight, so that horizon that I drew on there, that line is the horizon, that line with the arrows going up to it, the mountains, the less than sign going up to it, that's the horizon running along. So that's what I thought he put the stone there for, to get it straight, so in case, because it was lopsided like that on the rocks, that he's leveled it all up to get it straight, with a little pebble.
If anyone's got that photo, the one that he's on about, could you quickly send it to me on Discord or something? I know the one he means. I just don't have it available right now.
Right. Okay. Right. The problem I've got with it is I asked McToon, not so much yourself, but I asked McToon to be honourable and show valour, which just means integrity and, helping someone like myself who's not as educated and with the long words, and to be fair, he has and everything, but the valour bit comes in where, like where I play my friend at chess, I've never beat him, but yet I caught him moving the pieces round, just because that's the type of guy he is, even though I've never won a game against him, never ever could win a game against him. That's the sort of person he is, and that's my analogy. That, see, McToon he didn't put a spirit level on this contraption to show the viewers.
But again, that wasn't
straight
his
or not.
thing. That wasn't what. That was just a photo that MC Toon presented.
No, it's a video, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think it's one MC Toon actually. But well,
another globe earther then. That's not. But basically
I think it does have a level. That's the point on it. It has a level to show that it's level. Oh, I did have the picture, and I don't know where it's bloody.
No, unless we're talking about 2 different experiments, Craig. This is a camping table made out of Formica and bendy metal legs, with 2 conduit pipes with a nut in between them or something, and then taped with tape, so there's a gap in between them like that. Just draw it up. It's easier.
I mean, I don't have the image, but what's your issue with it? I don't understand.
I could probably find it. Right, so he's put, which is fine. There's nothing, it's a great idea. I'm not disrespecting the idea. I'm disrespecting the fact why it's been presented. So that's what McToon's tried to do. He's tried to get 1 metal bar, 2 metal bars, and put something in between to stop them touching, and taped them up so that you can.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't think I've seen that one.
Well, it's okay. I can find it. So that you can, where I've put the lines going up, so that you can put the horizon in the middle of the 2 bars to see if it's curved. That's what the experiment was for.
Right. Okay.
but the problem is, this is the problem with every single discussion we've had on the episode, that you're making the thing fit the theory. Like, you're not doing the experiment and getting the results and saying they're the results. Do they marry up to what my theory says? Because it is just a theory, the same as flat Earth's just a theory.
The globe isn't a theory. I don't think you understand what theory means. The globe isn't just an idea. The globe is a conclusively, demonstrated valid thing. It's not a theory. I think you're using the word theory wrong there.
No. Look, like, gravity is not a theory, or gravity has been accepted in the science as it's not a theory, that it's Earth-wide.
Yeah, there is a theory of gravity, but the globe isn't a theory in any way. The globe is just what it is.
No, but you haven't got a proof of the globe.
We've got lots of proof of the globe. We go to space regularly.
No, but that's not on Earth. You haven't got any proof on Earth.
I've measured the rotation of the globe on Earth, and I've shown you lots of evidence that there's curvature on Earth. We have all of the evidence. Everything we see, every single time, matches the predictions of the globe.
No, not every single time.
No, every single time. There's never a time when it doesn't, dude. Ever.
This experiment that McToon done doesn't marry up because of the horizon. It moves. The horizon's not a fixed point.
That's not the point. The point of that experiment was to show that there is a curve to the horizon. Whether the horizon, the apparent location of the horizon changes because of refraction, which it does, that doesn't change the fact that there's a curve to the horizon.
Okay, right. It could work on either model, right? If it's flat and
there's
the boat
no reason
is going up above the horizon, or whatever, like you've got the horizon, and you've seen boats up here. Not the best boat,
right. Seeing something go over the horizon is different to there being a curve in the horizon. The experiment that you're describing was to show that the horizon is curved. That's the point.
Yes, I know what the experiment was for, right? But this is the horizon, this line here, and the boat, it floats above it.
That's the result of refraction called Fatima. It was not. That's a particular type of refraction called a Fata Morgana, which is due to a temperature inversion, where there is an extreme difference in the temperature of the air that the light is traveling through. That is a predicted result of refraction with the correct conditions. I can even show you it modelled out.
Yeah, but that's not an answer to my question, Craig. My question is, can Fatima Agama physically make a boat float?
No, the boat isn't physically floating. It looks like it's floating because of refraction.
Right, so the answer to my question is, the boat is on the horizon, or is in the water?
Yeah, the boat is in the water. Absolutely, yes.
Right. Okay. So it's not below the curve, and that's.
Well, if you can see the boat, then it hasn't yet gone, over the horizon. However, refraction can lift things up above the horizon because of the way that light is traveling. And what you have to understand about refraction is we know all about refraction. There isn't something about refraction that we don't know. It's quantified so well that they made these glasses so that I can see. That's refraction. Yes. We know all about refraction, and everything we ever see can be explained with refraction.
No, but refraction physically doesn't make something move.
No, it makes it look like it's moved because you are seeing the light that has travelled through a medium that has distorted its path. It's not physically moving, right? Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Driveway.
Oh, that's nice. Fuck, that's nice. Just drinking water and ice. It's really nice.
That is good. Right, let me
Yeah.
bring this up on screen so you can see. Oh my god.
Yes. So what you're claiming is that because of the curve, right, that you shouldn't be able to see the boat, right? You're claiming because of the curve, you shouldn't be able to see the boat. That's what you're claiming, right?
What I'm claiming that once a boat has gone over the horizon, there you can't zoom it in or bring it back or anything. Refractive conditions can change the apparent position of the horizon. Right? Do you see my screen? Let me bring this up full so you can see it.
So
right?
where's the curve in comparison to the horizon?
Right.
No,
Well, the horizon is an effect of the curve.
It's been debunked. It's been debunked. This silly paint thing.
This isn't a paint thing. I want you to watch
this. Is this Jaren's thing?
No, this isn't anything to do with Jaren. Right, this is something different, right?
Was that thing when he was on TV?
No. So this is someone's driveway, okay? And it's a curved driveway, right? This line is the horizon of the driveway, okay? And this thing in the background is over the horizon, okay? Now what he does is he pours some cold water on it, which changes the refractive conditions of the air because it changes the temperature of the air above it. And I want you to see what happens when the refractive conditions change, okay? So it's seeing over the curve of my driveway. All right, so here is the horizon. So that's where it is curved. You can't see anything past that. Now it's going to pour some.
Curved?
The driveway is curved. It is a humped driveway, and that is the horizon. That's looking down the driveway. I want you to watch what happens. Right? You see what it says?
Water, then.
Oh, wait, listen. Look what it says on the screen. Let's pour some cold water on the driveway.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So now when he pours the cold water on it, which changes the temperature of the air, the water runs down his driveway, and you see what happens straight away at the back. It has made more of that thing at the back visible. You couldn't see that yellow before. I'll take it back just so you can see. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we're looking here. You don't see that yellow bit, okay? But when he pours the water on, which cools the air above the water, it changes the apparent position of the horizon and allows you to see further. So now, even though that thing is hidden by the curve of his horizon, we could see what we couldn't before because the water has cooled the air above it and changed the refractive properties of the medium that the light is traveling through. So it hasn't changed where the horizon is physically. It hasn't physically changed the position of that thing in the background. All it's done is it's changed the medium that the light is traveling through to alter the refractive properties of it. And whenever you see something floating apparently above the water, or you see something further than you expect, it's this going on. It's refraction. It is the air above the water being changed temperature, which changes the medium that it travels through.
But how can you be sure that that's the curve?
Because that person knows that they've got a curved driveway. That was a video from someone that on their driveway that they know has a curve. And
curve going from
away from them. So they were standing on one side of a hump, you know, and that thing was the other side of the hump. Right, so that was a curve, just like the horizon on Earth in front of you.
No.
What's your problem?
Because you said, and the problem is we've done this with the spirit level. You said if the distance is short, that there isn't a curve, and you said
no, I didn't.
That if there is a curve, it's so well.
That driveway, but that driveway is not the curve of the Earth. That driveway is just curved.
I know,
right.
Hypothetically,
and what that's showing you, right, is that when you change the conditions of the air, it changes what you see. All right, it's not physically lifting the boat, or it didn't physically lift that thing so you could see the yellow post-it notes. It didn't physically move it. All it did was it altered the way the light is traveling through the medium to make it appear like that. And that's what happens with the curve of the Earth and boats that apparently float and move and go up, is the refractive conditions of the air above the water have been changed. Because the water is changing temperature all the time.
All right. First of all, to do that, for that experiment to hold water, you'd have to measure it with a measure spirit level or a plumb bob or like
I think you're missing the
tape
point.
measure and a straight line, a piece of like string.
Facts. I think you're missing the point there, buddy.
Groundworkers set out their groundwork in buildings to build buildings.
Hold on, I think you're missing the point. Right.
To show
it's not flat; it's a curve.
It's curved.
He knows his driveway is curved because the thing was hidden behind the curve. You couldn't see that thing.
Show it again.
Let me get it back up. That's what she said. Right. So this is looking up his driveway, and his driveway is curved. Right. So in front of him, as he looks,
why is it blurred out? Why is it blurred out?
Because the camera can't focus.
Why is it behind the scene?
The camera, the camera can't focus on two things. The camera can't focus on the driveway that is this close, the curve of the driveway, and that thing in the distance. He's obviously not got it on an infinity zoom mode. Nothing's blurred out. What you see here, this line, is the horizon of his driveway. He is,
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You just said it's where the setting of the camera can't do it like a normal image. So it's
no. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said it can't focus on that bump. That bit that's blurred is a bump in front of him. Imagine the camera sitting in and looking at a speed bump. That's what's happening here. There is a bump in between the camera and that thing in the distance.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like that. You'd still...
Well, no, it is like that. That's how it is. It's here. This is his driveway. No. He knows what it is.
Look, if you took a picture, a normal picture, it would... I agree with you. You wouldn't be able to see this. You wouldn't be able to see the hump in the speed thing, but you'd be able to see the thing sitting on top of it.
It's not on top of it. It's behind it. It's
behind
the other
it,
way.
You wouldn't be able to see it. You just see that pallet sitting on top.
It's not sitting on top of anything. It is the other side of a hump. Fact. So you're not understanding what you're seeing here. Okay. There is the camera.
Yeah, but I can see it.
Listen. Please listen, because you are not understanding what you're seeing. All right.
Right. What am I? How can I see it?
Let me explain it to you. Okay. The camera is looking towards this like pile of paper and post-it notes. That's what this is. In between the camera and that pile, there is a bump.
Can you put it up on full screen, please?
Yeah.
Can you put it up on full screen, please? Because my eyes aren't that good.
So in between the camera and that stuff in the distance, there is a bump.
Yeah.
Imagine that there is a speed bump. The camera is one side of that speed bump, and this pile of paper and stuff is the other side of that speed bump. So that line you see is the curve, the horizon of the speed bump. Okay? Does that make sense?
So how? Yeah, but so how are we seeing the thing sticking out? Looks like a peg to the left, and then you've got the pieces of paper.
Because that is because that stuff that is high enough. That is the bit that is you can see over, because there's a pile of stuff. The peg is there to show you what happens when the refractive conditions change, right? And
right. So the peg is on the floor.
No, the peg is on the floor. No, the peg isn't on the floor. The peg is attached to this pile of papers that is beyond the curve. So part of that stuff is hidden because it's the other side of the curve. Right?
Okay.
All right. So he's showing you this is the horizon. So this is between the camera and those things. There is a bump, and that's the horizon caused by that bump.
So where the peg is and the rest of the paper, that is flush with the speed hump or the curve in the drive.
No, it's not. It's the other side of it. There is
And
a
you're
bump.
telling me-
Yeah, there is a bump between the camera and that stuff. All right? That's what the camera is looking at, a hump. And you are seeing something that is half hidden by that hump. All right, imagine that to be a tall building and you are just seeing the top half of that building because the bottom half of it is hidden by a hump, right? And
How
then,
far away is this camera from this paper?
a few meters. Right?
A few.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what the point is, what they're showing you
So-
is that by simply changing the
meters.
refractive... Right, all they're showing is that by simply changing the refractive conditions of the air, you can then see more. Nothing's changed. The position of it hasn't changed. But that peg and the yellow post-it note, you can now see it. It hasn't physically moved. All that's happened is the light is now traveling through a medium that is bending it so you can see further. That's what refraction does.
Okay, so how far would you say that's gone up? The peg's going to be about 10 mil. That piece, those two pieces of paper together, that's a good 30 mil. It's gone up 30 mil.
Looks like it, yeah.
In 2 meters.
Yeah, it looks like it. Refraction is amazing. Refraction can make it appear that things do that. But it's not doing that. It's not physically doing that. It's just refraction. Refraction is simply the light that we see has travelled from one thing to another. And that light has had to travel through our atmosphere. And when the atmosphere has different temperatures and densities, it changes the path of light, makes it do weird things, which means that we see things differently because we just see the light that is coming to our eyes. And that's what all these things like floating ships and stuff are. It's just refraction screwing with what you're seeing.
Right, so refraction works not only on water, you've just shown it works on land too.
Well, refraction works everywhere. Refraction is simply a change of the medium that the light is travelling through.
So
and it
why
happens
don't, when
the
you're driving
most
down
over
the road,
water.
you see... Come on, Craig, hang on. You've got to let me join in.
Yeah, but I want to just explain. Right, it happens the most over water because that's where you get the most temperature changes. It can happen.
Okay,
you know when it's really hot, right? And so you're driving down the road and you see like the heat haze coming off the road.
Yeah,
that's also refraction.
It still doesn't make cars look like they're floating when it.
Well, no, because it's a different form of refraction because it's not over water. It's not as intense. But it can still actually, and it can make cars look like they float. If they're in the distance through the heat haze, you won't sometimes see them connected to the road. But the fact is, the boats aren't floating. It's just refraction making it look like that. And again, refraction's quantified. We know what refraction does. Those things on your head right now, on your eyes, they work because we understand refraction. We understand refraction so well that we can change the light coming into our eyes so that we can see properly.
It's just reading glasses.
Yeah, but they make you see things better, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because of refraction.
The problem is that's not conclusive proof. That's like if it was flat, it could still do the same thing.
No. See, now, if the Earth was flat, that would mean that the atmosphere would also be flat. Like the gradient of the atmosphere would also be flat, right? And that would mean that refraction would work differently than it does with the curved atmosphere. The reason the refraction is so extreme sometimes is because our atmosphere is curved with the Earth, and that means the light that we see is travelled through a curved gradient, which wouldn't happen if the Earth was flat.
What does light travel through that's curved?
The atmosphere.
Come on, Craig. How do you know it's curved?
Well, because the Earth is curved and gravity pulls, as we discussed last time, remember, Gravity pulls
Oh, I've got
everything
something written
towards the
down about
center
that.
of the
Don't
Earth.
you worry. Gravity
Right?
is next
Remember,
on the
remember
list.
how we discussed that gravity pulls everything towards the center of
Yeah,
the Earth?
yeah.
That includes the air, which means
Yeah,
that the
I've
air
done my
around
little
us
thing.
is also curved.
Yeah, we'll get to that if that's right. Okay, what I'm saying is, number one, that like these experiments, why didn't that's not like a proper experiment, because he should have done that at least, well, maybe not 5 times. He should have done a couple of times.
Actually,
Prove it. He should
on
have
his
shown
channel, he's got it.
measurements.
Yeah, no, on his channel, he's got it multiple times that he's done it. And the point is, anyone can repeat that. Anyone with a curved driveway can repeat that experiment. Science doesn't work by you just going, no, I
Why
don't
not
believe
the same?
that.
Why?
Right, science, if you want to disprove
Why not?
something,
Why-
then you have to try and do that experiment as well.
Yeah, why didn't he do it on a flat drive as well to show that?
Because his driveway
it's
isn't
refract-
flat. He
why
was
didn't
showing
he do it
what
on
happens
the
with...
M1? Preferably at rush hour. No, I'm
He
only
was
joking.
showing what happens on a curved horizon with refraction. That's the point. You're kind of making a bunch of
No, what I'm saying is,
non-sequiturs here, Flat.
why didn't he prove this experiment and do it on a flat piece of driveway or flat piece of road?
Well, if that's right,
And-
because if that's what someone else wants to do to disprove him, then that's their onus. His experiment was showing what
This
happened.
is what I'm saying
hold
about
on, Fats, hold on, dude. I was
There
talking,
isn't
but
any.
I was talking, dude. Right.
Yeah.
Science doesn't mean that you have to do a bunch of stuff all the time. You do an experiment and you show your results, and if people want to try and disprove that, it's the onus is on them to then try and disprove it. He showed that a curved driveway with water on it can have refractive conditions that can apparently lift things up. That's all it was.
Right.
That it was proof that that happens. That is simple as that.
Yeah. So he's just done it. He's done a refraction experiment, this guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's shown he has the predictions of refraction are that would happen, and he has tested those predictions to show that it happens. That's how you do science.
Yeah, but he's talking about a curve, so that would lead me to believe that he's talking about the curve of the Earth on a grander scale.
Well, yeah, he is trying to demonstrate that refraction can lift things up over the curve of the Earth, or make things float, or do strange things. That's it. That is simply a demonstration of refraction manipulating what you see.
But surely you've got to use the same conditions on a flat piece of road to disprove.
If someone wants to do that, that's fine. Let's not half an experiment. His experiment wasn't to do that. That's not how science works, Facts. His experiment wasn't that. If someone wants to do that, that's absolutely fine. They can do that. But his experiment was, here's the predictions, what should happen. Let's test that. Oh, look, it happened. You don't then have to perform experiments that aren't your prediction. That's not how science works, buddy.
So you're telling me I can do that on 2 meters, and you'll accept 30 millimeters in refraction, and then if I do it on a flat piece of driveway and get the experiments for that, we'll see what happens there.
Refraction would still happen on a flat driveway. That's the thing. But his point was that you can see over a curve with refraction. That's it. That was the point of his experiment. His experiment wasn't to show what happens on flat. His experiment was to show, well, if there's a curve, refraction can lift stuff up. Simple. Done.
Okay. Can you just elaborate on... you said refraction would still work on a flat surface. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Well, yeah, because refraction is simply light traveling through a medium of different densities, right? So let's assume that.
And what would the outcome?
I was in the middle of answering. Dude.
Please, Craig.
Yeah, you asked me a question. Let me respond
please,
first.
You can't keep doing this. You don't answer the question. I was in
the middle of answering. You need to let me answer.
But I want an answer to the question.
Yeah, Can
you remember the question I asked?
Yeah, what would happen if it was flat? And I'm trying to get there. If you just let me.
You've got the floor.
Yeah. So Imagine it's a flat driveway, okay? And along that flat driveway, you have a line of hot coals, and then you have a line of ice, right? The light that travels through the air above those would be distorted. That's refraction. It's as simple as that. Refraction doesn't require a curve or flat. Refraction is simply a distortion of the path of light due to the medium that it's traveling through.
The heat.
Yeah, heat will change the air density and temperature, right?
Right.
And that
So
will
you get
then change the medium that the air is going through.
So do you get refraction on a flat road far
Yes.
enough down?
You get refraction anywhere.
Anywhere.
When we are
So
when we are
same-
looking through
same
the
ex-
atmosphere, we are never looking through a completely the same density all the way. Whenever we're looking through the atmosphere, there is a slight disturbance in the air, temperature, density, and that changes the refractive properties of the air, which makes the light do different paths, which means we're never seeing exactly the position of things.
That's why that experiment's null and void, because you'd need to get
What?
measurements of both of the horizons on the flat driveway.
There wouldn't be a horizon on the flat
and
driveway.
Compare them.
There wouldn't be a horizon on the
compare
flat driveway. No, again, the experiment isn't to do something on flat. The experiment is to show that if there's a curve, refraction can lift things up over the curve. That's it. If it's flat, then nothing's going to be hidden and lifted up. There's still going to be refraction, but the point of the experiment is that the thing that was hidden by the curve is then not hidden by the curve because of refraction.
I don't know if that's conclusive proof of a curve, Craig. I don't know if
It is a... what do you mean? His driveway is curved. Right, his experiment isn't to prove that the Earth is a globe.
It's 30 millimeters.
Yeah, but again, his experiment isn't to prove that the Earth is curved or anything. His experiment is simply to show that if there's a curve and something's hidden by it, refraction can lift that up. That it happened. That is conclusive.
Okay.
Right. Got a question for you from the chat. DJ Mossy says for €2, do you believe in the theory of magnetism?
Oh, yes, and that's why I've got a video I'd like to play for about, well, you can play it for as long as you want, but it proves a lot, and I'd like you to make your own mind up on it after
well,
we've
the
gone
point of that
through.
question is magnetism real or is it a theory?
Magnetism's real.
Well, why is it called the theory of magnetism then?
But you can measure magnetism.
But why is it called the theory of
measure the
magnetism?
force of it.
Okay, but why is it called the theory of magnetism if magnetism's real?
No, there's principles of magnetism.
Well, no, that isn't what I asked. Why is there a theory of magnetism if magnetism is real?
Or I don't know there is. I've never.
Well, there is. There's the theory of magnetism. I've got a book actually out there, Magnetism Theory. So
I've got a book on the
if
theory
there's
of
magnetism
electrical
theory,
and electronics,
but
they're
so
real.
does that mean? But you've got a book saying they're a theory. So how are they real? Do you see my point?
Because it's, I don't know. You'd have to ask the author. You'd have to ask.
The point is what theory means in the context.
If you really want my honest opinion, right? If you really want my honest opinion, they're not telling you the truth about how electricity works, because it doesn't marry up. That's just, I can't prove it.
It absolutely does marry up because electrical engineering is based on that.
It doesn't. It doesn't, Craig.
It does. You can measure these things. Electrical. The fact that you and I are talking right now, facts, is proof that it marries up. Have you any idea how much electrical theory has gone into the communication that you and I are doing right now?
Not much. It's just really a continuation.
Not much.
From Morse
You are
code.
using a mobile device. I'm using satellite internet and multiple monitors and a PC and Wi-Fi routers and Ethernet cables. You know,
Yeah.
The point is that
Sorry,
theory. If something's called a theory, doesn't mean it's fake. And Dave McKeegan for £2 trying to explain it to you. He says that the horizon is basically it's the crest of the hill. Okay.
Okay, but then why'd you get well, I suppose that's refraction. That's not horizon on a flat motorway. You still get the same thing if you look down the M25, the M1, the M6, the M26.
Yeah. What about them?
You get to see that shiny glare glowing on.
Yeah, that's heat
What I'm
haze.
saying is,
No one's saying refraction doesn't happen on flat surfaces. That no one's saying that. The point is that refraction can lift things up, even though they're not actually lifting up. That's it.
okay, right. You said to me that 1 degree is 69 miles. Yeah.
69.1 statute miles. Yeah.
Right. Whichever way you go out from the sphere.
Yes.
So wherever, right. So 69 miles. When I went onto the Earth curve calculator earlier, which I thought was a bit sneaky because you didn't really go any deeper into it, that I'm 6 foot, so I put, excuse me, Earth calculator. Basically, for 6 foot, for 30 miles, it was 2,100 and something feet. And if I'm 6 foot, I mean, that's a lot of me's, 2,000 feet. Like 10 of them me's going to be 600 feet. So it's going to be 20 for 1,200. It's going to be 30, about 30 of me standing on top of each other in 30 miles below the curve in 1 degree. Is that correct or incorrect?
Okay. What's your point here?
Let's have a look. Well, because, right.
I mean, the fact is it's still only 1 degree, so light would only have to bend 1 degree.
It's not the light. It's not the light. It's
well, yeah. What you
distance.
see is the light. You don't see things. You see light.
Right. Look, that's what I was messing around with earlier. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Okay. But you need to bear in mind that that doesn't include refraction.
Okay. Yeah. But look, that's the whole point. That right.
Yeah.
6
So
foot,
that Earth curve calculator
meters
makes the assumption there is no refraction. That's it. This is what you would see if there was no refraction. But there is refraction because we have an atmosphere.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, like 1.8. Actually, I'm not no little midget. How tall am I? If in feet. How tall's? Oh, this is what I mean. It's so confusing. I'm just going to go 2 meters, man. I know I'm nearly 2 meters tall.
How tall are you?
Surprised
6 foot what?
I'm 6 foot 2.
So you're 186 centimeters.
How long?
186 centimeters.
No, how much in meters? Oh yeah, I suppose you do it in centimeters.
Yeah. So you're about 1.9. You're about 1.9 meters.
All right. So I've put two.
Okay. Now, one problem is you can't use 8 inches per mile squared, if you're above the surface of the Earth. That only applies for at the very surface of the Earth. As soon as you go above the surface of the Earth, that doesn't work anymore.
What? Okay. Right, Craig. What does D0 target distance and D1 horizon distance and target hidden distance? So is it saying the hidden distance in 48 kilometers is 146 meters? Is that what it's saying?
Basically, if there was no refraction, and let's say you were looking at a mountain that far away, 146 meters of that mountain would be hidden.
Right. Okay.
But
so if
refraction is the thing, and it would probably lift a bunch of that mountain up.
No, hang on a sec. If I speak, because I can definitely do this. I can speak to people in Saudi Arabia. I can speak to people in Dubai. I can speak to people in Pakistan. I can speak to people in Afghanistan. And I can pretty much assure you, between all them places, and I can do it and get them to come on here, to go 30 miles away in a straight thing. You could even measure 30 miles. If you just got a big level piece of wood from the hardware shop and got it milled down to a tolerance and put a spirit level on it, a really sensitive one, right, and then measured 30 miles with it. You could even do it with an electronic one strapped to a car.
Okay.
And it just set it and it just pinged every time. You can record the results on the computer, so you could see the curve driving away in a car. And when you get to 30 miles, we could get someone standing there with a balloon and let it go up 146 meters to the observer standing 30 miles away, and see if they can see if we can see if they could see the balloon. Would that work? Would that solve the
as long as you take into account refractive conditions and you make sure that's a part of your experiment, yeah. Because you have to remember, what you are looking through the atmosphere, there is refraction.
Okay, hang on a sec. I think I've got what they're on about now. I think I've got what they're on about. That the hidden distance, 146 meters.
What they're saying is, if something was 200 meters tall, from that distance away, 146 meters of it would be hidden by the curve of the Earth. If there was no refraction.
Horizon distance. So it's saying horizon.
The distance to the horizon.
3.8.
Yeah.
Okay, D1 means this. What does that? But how can, if the target distance is 30 miles, how can
that's not the horizon distance. So the target distance is the thing you are looking at, right? So let's say you are looking at a mountain that is 300 miles away. That is the target distance. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Target hidden height or target distance. Sorry, yeah. 30 miles away, yeah, or 300 miles away. Sorry,
or whatever. Let's say 30 miles away. That's what you're doing, right? And then it will say target hidden height, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what that means is that if something is 200 meters tall, and that at 30 miles. The certain amount of it will be hidden, right? So
yes, but it says hidden height 455.
Yeah, meters.
Feet. I don't know why it hasn't converted it. Because I haven't done metric. Sorry.
So let's say
62 meters.
Yeah, so let's say something is 200 meters tall, right? At 30 miles away, that means that with your height being 6'2", that 180 of that 200 meters would be hidden, right?
So,
but again, that's not taking into account refraction.
But what does the D1 horizon is showing a part of the curve of the Earth? I don't know if that's going to just my lights being a bit.
If you turn the brightness down on your phone, it'll show better.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it'll let me do that. No, it's a funny phone, this one. And this room. All right. I'll have to have another look at this one, because D1 is showing me inside the Earth.
No.
And HO...
It's not showing you inside. I don't think you know what you're looking at there, buddy.
Well, we'll have to go through it another time, Craig. But what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying about mountains. It's got D0 target distance is... That's how long it is away from there.
Basically, what that is showing you is, based on your height, so you're 6'2", if something is 30 miles away, then this is how much of that will be hidden by the curve of the Earth. That's what that's telling you, okay? Does that make sense?
It says light travels in straight lines. The source code and calculate messages are available on github.com.
Yeah. Yeah, light travels in straight lines, but light travels through a medium that is curved. So that's the point, right?
Okay.
So, but what that's saying is that calculator is just making the assumption there is no refraction. Right, it's just trying to be like, right, so let's say that there's no atmosphere, there's nothing changing the path of light. This is how much would be hidden.
Do it now.
Yeah, you've just gone to multi.
Oh, all right, look, forget about that. Yeah. Look, what I'm saying is, if it's 156 meters below the curve, I think what it's saying is that the horizon, the 3.8 kilometers of the horizon is like how much maybe the refraction will show you above the 148 meters.
No, what that's showing you is how far away the horizon is for you. So as you're 6'1", the horizon's going to be like 3.8 kilometers away. All right, that's what it's saying. Okay, and then it's saying if something is 30 miles away and it's 200 meters tall, 180 of that will be hidden by the curve of the Earth if there was no refraction.
Right, 2 meters. Right, sorry, can you explain that? It says 2.7 kilometers away, which is the
that's the distance to the horizon from your eyes.
Yeah, but it's got the horizon not on the dip of the curve, but on the flat bit of the curve.
Yeah, the horizon is the tangent point. Yeah, that's what the horizon is. The horizon, that's exactly what the horizon is. The horizon is the point where the curve of the Earth is blocking what you are seeing. That's what a horizon is.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought the horizon was you know what I'm saying? The horizon was where HO is.
No. The horizon is literally right. So let me put this up on screen. Let me make myself big. Right. So see the globe Earth. Right. You see the globe Earth that I've got.
Yeah.
Right. Let me put it right up so to close. Right.
Yeah.
This is the horizon. The bit that is blocking me and you is the horizon. This bit right at the top. A line. So there's a curve between me and you, right? There's a curve between you and me, right? This is the horizon.
Yes.
This bit here. That's what the horizon is. Okay?
Right, but what if I'm standing on the horizon? Can't I ever stand
You're never
on the
standing
horizon?
on the... No, because the horizon is always
it's always
away from
looking
you.
down.
Yeah, because, this is the horizon, but then...
Away from you. Yeah.
The horizon is always... Because you're on a curve. You can never get to the horizon. It's always going to be in front of you because it's a curve.
Right. Okay, look, this is what Jeren said. How the fuck can you map out a sphere, let alone a curve, let alone a... I mean, just
measure
think
it with
about
radar.
the mathematics.
Yeah, it's not hard. You just measure it with radar. You use non-Euclidean geometry.
Right. Yeah, but you didn't have radar when all these people you keep, not you personally, but all the globers keep referring to.
Oh, you mean like Eratosthenes and stuff? Well, that's easy. They made a prediction that if the Earth is like this, right, then this should happen, right? Eratosthenes, what Eratosthenes did, they knew the Earth was curved, but they didn't know how big it was. That was the point. And what Eratosthenes did an experiment to measure the size of the Earth. It wasn't to prove that the Earth was curved. They knew the Earth was curved. They just did an experiment to measure the size of it by measuring the angles of shadows from solar noon.
All right. Well, all right. Like back in their time, it's very difficult. So contradict myself because back in their time there was no capitalism and communism and socialism. There was no isms at all.
I mean, there was definitely capitalism.
That they. Sorry.
There was definitely capitalism. There's always been capitalism.
No, there wasn't. No,
the second that you could trade 2 rocks for another rock, there was capitalism.
That's not capitalism. That's bartering. That's totally different. That's on Bantu. That's something way different. The capitalism has only been around for 200 years. Anyway,
okay.
I don't want to. I'd sound like I'd be contradicting myself because they had all the really good measuring equipment. Like they sort of like had glass. They could make it out of sand. They could probably make telescopes. They could probably make viewing bifocals. They could probably make all sorts of things. They weren't like savages, so there was nothing to get up for other than to benefit humanity. So again, that
dude, everyone's always been warring.
The Globers.
That's just not true. There's always been war. Everyone always wants power. You know, 2,500 years ago, the Greeks and other like empires were constantly fighting to control stuff. War has always been a thing. For as long as men could hit each other with a stick, war's been a thing.
I don't believe that, Craig. I don't believe in the gladiators. I think it's a lie.
We've got historical records of
wars ever happened.
Okay, like well, that is conspiracy nonsense we need to get into that we will fix. Okay.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a whole episode. We're gonna have a whole episode on like what flat Earth really is. The brick that will bring the house of cards down. The card that will bring the house of cards down. Or
you know, civilians went to space the other day, right?
Say again.
You know, civilians went to space the other day, right?
Yeah, but you like, I mean, look, and then I saw. I'm going to be honest. I saw. I keep saying Jaren's name, so like I don't know the guy, and I don't like. I'm not disrespecting him, but he didn't show it fairly. He didn't show what you showed. He just showed like the globe and some dark bits. He didn't do it fairly. But there again, like that's one thing. Like he is a fair geezer. He's like always been fair. Like,
well, okay. Well, what about the final experiment? What about going to Antarctica? Right, the whole going to Antarctica thing. Do you think that disproves that the Earth's flat?
Oh, well, I think it was bang out of order because Jarenism, like in his voice on the stream I watched yesterday, it's either he's like you've been like volunteered to do overtime at work so everyone else can go and have a party or whatever, and now the time's drawing nearer.
I don't see
like because Matoon's going, the tone of his voice, it sounded like he was like going to commit suicide. He sounded like devastated. He's either going to say something that he's going to, you know, that it's a globe, or he's like so disgusted that Matoon's becoming, because you have played him, Craig. That robot polisher done a video on you, and you winked when they asked you if you knew McToon was involved from the start.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. It's on Robot Polisher's channel. I watched it today. I can get it up on my phone.
I had no idea about any of this. Like, I am not involved with the final experiment.
You're lying already. I can tell you. I know you well enough. Say it again.
Facts. Hold on. Facts. I am not involved in the final experiment. Neither is MC Toon.
So you was. See, this is what liars
Neither is MC Toon. MC Toon had the same email that I had, right? When we first found out about the final experiment, we had no idea who it was. In fact, we thought, Toon and I, thought that it was Jarenism that was doing this. We thought it was him sending the emails. We had no idea who it was. Toon has not been involved with it. Toon is as involved with it as I am.
No, that's a lie.
No, facts. Don't call me a liar. Don't call me. No, don't say I'm lying, and don't call me a liar. I am telling you a fact. Toon and I did not know about it.
I'm not saying you're lying. I said McToon, McDuffie gave McToon up by mistake when he was on that guy's panel, and he said, "My friend's coming," And he said, "Oh yeah, everyone knows my friend. They're scared of him." And the guy went, "What's your friend's name?" And he went, "McToon." And the guy went, like as if to say, "Oh my God, like McToon." And then,
Toon has only just
he made
decided
a public
to go.
apology, saying his dad said that he was lying and all this stuff, and he retracted it, saying,
No, that was
he
never
did
to do with
know
Toon. That was nothing to ever do with Toon. Toon was never mentioned in that.
It was.
He wasn't.
I heard it on Journalism show. They played it.
Toon was never mentioned in any of this. And the thing about his dad was when he was saying that when he was talking to a different guy and hold on. He was talking to Will Duffy was talking to somebody, and he mentioned, do you know about the final experiment? And Will Duffy said, "Oh yeah, I don't know who it is," even though it was him, right? And then Will Duffy's dad phoned him and be like, "Why did you say that?" And he's like, "Because I'm trying to keep it secret." It was nothing to do with Toon, and nothing about Toon was ever mentioned.
Yes, it was. Will Duffy,
it wasn't. No,
said,
it wasn't. I've just told you how it went down.
Well, maybe it's a different clip you're referring to. The guy, McToon invited this guy to the Flat Earth thing. The guy refused. And McToon said, "Oh, you'll be very disappointed because one of my friends is going and everyone knows him and everyone respects him and he's a brilliant debater." And the guy goes, "Who's your friend?" And the guy, and Will Duffy said, "McToon."
When was this?
This was when it all first started happening.
No. Again, Will Duffy had no idea about any. Toon found out about the final experiment. No, hold on. Toon found out about the final experiment when I did. We all received the email at the same time, and we didn't even know who it was. Toon and I both thought it was Jeranism. Okay? We didn't even know Will Duffy was doing this. Okay? Do you want me to show you? No, hold on. Do you want me to show you the messages between me and Toon? That were like, we don't know who's doing this. We thought it was Jeranism. Okay? No. Toon was never involved in it from the beginning. You're just wrong.
Well, I'm on Robot Hill. You
have to bear in mind that Robot Polisher and Robot Polisher is someone that just backpedals and lies. So you really shouldn't be watching people like that because Robot Polisher. I'm in the middle of talking. I'm in the middle of talking. Hold on. Robot Polisher made a massive deal about how going to Antarctica would solve the flat Earth debate. Then as soon as it came along, he changed his tune and backpedaled because he is a liar. Okay, do you want to see you on there?
Yeah, knows who it is, and it's a Glover. It's an anti-flat earther, but it's all good. I mean, all I've got is the emails, just like you guys, and I'm just excited about it.
You know who it is, Craig.
Not yet.
And I maybe misread. Maybe I misread it. Maybe I don't know who it is either. So I don't know either. What's it? The J Flip tells.
Yeah. Okay. And that's me saying.
Look. Do you want me to pause it?
I think you were less than forthcoming with Austin and I about that.
Yeah, I clearly had something in my.
This is what I'm talking about. Where you've all been caught out lying.
Right. Facts. I want you to stop that for a second. Facts.
I'll stop it.
Right. You and I have developed facts. You and I have developed a relationship. Okay.
Yes.
I do not want you to call me a liar because that will start pissing me off. Okay.
I've said that Will Duffy lied about knowing that McToon was involved in the experiment from the start.
But MC Toon has not been involved in it from the start. Toon and I found out about it at the same time. It's as simple as that.
Well, if you watch the rest of this video from the Robot Polisher,
again, Robot Polisher is a liar.
About Will Duffy talking to that other guy.
Well, right, Robot Polisher is a liar.
Mate, videos don't lie, mate.
Yeah, no, Robot Polisher is
a guy.
I'm in the middle, dude. Right, I'm in the middle of trying to talk to you. Robot Polisher clips things out of context and lies about them. Right. MC Toon did not know about the final experiment before he got the email from Will Duffy the same time as me.
Well, look, you're like people are like it's look MC2.
Facts. I'm going to tell you once more, and I'm starting to get annoyed with you. I want you to listen very, very closely. All right, MC Toon and me found out about the final experiment at the same time when we received.
When was that?
When we received the first email.
What? When did you receive the email?
Let me go and look, and I will tell you. But we didn't know about it. We didn't organise it.
See, Craig, are you roughly my age? Are you like?
I'm 41.
In your 40s.
I'm 41. All right.
Okay, so you know what it was like before the internet, then?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was? Right, you could get away with certain things like this by saying, "Oh yeah, I just found out and I didn't get the phone call." But it's 2024. Even if you go to your local shop, it's on your Google Maps.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I will now show you the email that we all got at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. Right. I don't want you to call me a liar again, Fax, because I will start getting annoyed. Okay.
Well, look, I didn't say you was a liar. I said
you
McToon,
did.
Sorry, Will Duffy lied about. McToon was not involved in the flat Earth experiment, and
what flat Earth experiment? Do you mean the final experiment?
Final experiment.
Yeah, sorry, no, he wasn't involved in it. So I'm showing you right now, right? This is the email that I got, and this is the same email that MC Toon got, right?
Yeah.
And
from who?
From the final experiment, which is Will Duffy. But we didn't know it's Will Duffy. We only got an email from the final experiment. That's it, right?
And what was the date? What was the date?
The date on this was Monday, 25th of March this year, right? And then the next one we got was this one on the 1st of April. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. Who's this? Because I had no idea. Me and Toon had no idea who this was.
Right.
So yeah.
So look, what I'm saying to you is, Will Duffy's been caught out lying about McToon.
He hasn't lied. You keep saying he's been caught out lying, but he hasn't lied about MC Toon because Toon was not involved in it.
But Will
Toon
Duffy
had nothing to do with organising it. Toon got the email. Again, you're not listening to the words I am saying.
Right.
Toon and I got the email at the same time, right? And then Toon contacted me and he was like, "Do you know who this is?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Do you think it's Jeranism?" I'm like, "It might be." So then I messaged Jeranism. I'm like, "Is this you?" And he's like, "No, it's not me. I got that email as well," because Jeranism also got the same email. So if MC Toon was involved, how come he didn't know who the email was from?
So you're saying it's the 25th of the 4th, 24 you received the email?
That's the first one we received, yes.
First one you received. So when Robot Polisher made this video, when Jeranism put it on his show, of this exact same video of Robot Polisher catching Will Duffy lying out, this must have been after the
Will Duffy never lied. That's the thing. Will Duffy never lied. Yeah, okay, you keep saying that Will Duffy lied, but the whole concept of Will Duffy lying has been debunked. He never lied. What he did was he kept some things secret for the sake of, making it exciting. That was it. And then because Flat Earthers accused him of lying, he released an explanation about what was going on. He hasn't lied about anything.
What was the secret he kept?
That he was doing the final experiment. That's the secret he kept.
With who? With who?
On his own. He has organised this.
No, but that's not what he says on this Robot Polisher's clip.
Yes, it is.
Will Duffy doesn't say. No, it isn't.
Well, play the clip of Will Duffy saying he didn't organise it on his own.
Okay.
him saying that he didn't organise the final experiment.
Yeah, it's going to be now. 1 sec. I think. Hang on.
I think that's evidence that his house doesn't exist.
But of course, it's a lie.
So we'll get to it.
No MC tune.
Into that runs about $1 million, so, which is not going to happen. But it's a better chance. That's a good point. What I've seen is, according to the Antarctic Treaty, you would need to have some sort of a environmental.
Yeah, and that's cool. You are all laughing at them, but
yeah, we're always laughing at them.
I'm trying to find the bit where Will's talking to the guy. Maybe.
No advice, no nothing. He just said zero. So he literally just said to you, "Have you ever done a debate before?" And you said no, and he said, "Okay, have a good one." No, tips to no.
Right, okay, that's the debate. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's my fault. I don't think this is...
Yeah, again, what you're doing is you're getting a video from Robot Polisher, who is a confirmed liar.
Going where you want.
Why are you referring to someone who is a confirmed liar?
Look, because his videos don't lie.
Well, no, he literally lies in his videos. He lies. He clips things out of context, and he lies about what they're talking about. Then he lies about the things that he has said. Facts. Why are you going to no, I've proven that he lied. Why are you going to someone that is proven to be a liar?
Because the video clip of Will Duffy saying to this other guy, "You won't believe it, who my friend is," and all this, and as soon as he said McToo's involved in the flat Earth experiment, I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't on this channel.
Yeah, Toon wasn't involved in setting up the final experiment in any way, shape, or form. Right? Again, me and him.
Okay.
Are you calling me a liar when I tell you about the fact that MC Toon and I had a conversation about we didn't know who it was and we thought it was Jeranism? Are you calling me a liar with that fact?
I'm calling for the fifth time now. I've said no.
So are you saying that Toon is lying to me?
I'm saying that Will Duffy, you said that he held stuff back, whatever that is, it is. But Robot Polisher had
all he held back was that he was the one doing the final experiment, right? Because he meant, the final experiment was mentioned, and they asked, "Well, do you know who's behind it?" And he went, "No, I don't know who's behind it," when he was the one that was behind it.
Who?
Will Duffy. That's it. Will Duffy, in an interview with someone else, said that he didn't know who was behind the final experiment, even though he was the person behind the final experiment. And that was just to keep it secret for, excitement's sake.
Well, look, it really doesn't matter. I don't know why we brought up the
You brought us up, but I would love to see the final experiment. The clip of Will Duffy saying that MC Toon was involved in the final experiment.
Right, okay. Yeah, well... GPS... Will Duffy's clay anyway. I find this quite a funny channel. He's not just got things about flat Earth. There's a lot of videos of you on here.
Yeah, but that's because he's obsessed with me.
There's a few of what's his name, Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's a couple of McToon, not as many as you. I can't be bothered to search. There's one of Dave Wise. Are you familiar with...
Yeah, well, Dave Weiss lies at 2.7 lies a minute. I've proven that.
Yeah. Professor Dave's on there.
Right.
Flat Earth. Nazis.
Anyway, what has this got to do with...
Right.
But here's the thing, right? Robot Polisher is a confirmed liar.
Right, I'll tell you who isn't a confirmed liar. Right, please. I've got permission to play this channel as well. As long as you don't make any money out of it. Maybe you should think about just giving your son some of the donations to buy a chef set for his college stuff or something.
I've already spent hundreds buying him chef stuff. I don't need to buy him anymore.
Oh, I could well imagine. I bet he's drove you mad with it.
What's going on here? Facts.
Have you heard of someone called FTFE Angel?
No.
Oh shit! Oh shit! This is about to get interesting. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Just before we move on, I just want to confirm that you realise that everything about the Earth curve calculator and refraction matches the predictions of the globe, right? You understand that?
Yeah, it should have the little. Sorry. You say everything about the Earth curve calculator backs up the globe.
Yeah, it matches the predictions.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and do my own experiments. Okay, I think this is it. This is what I've been watching. Yeah.
I feel like you've gone backwards a bit here, Facts, because you've been watching a bunch of conspiracy shit.
No, this isn't conspiracy. This is, I don't know. You have to make your own mind up about it. Some of it's so beautiful.
Well, so who's this FPV Angel? Is it anything to do with flat Earth or?
Yeah, he's a flat earther. He's not a flat earther. He's got a research team, and he thinks that Earth's more like a diamond shape. That's the last time I heard him and the videos I watched of him.
Well, that's stupid.
He said, "Well, you'd have to take that up with him."
The Earth's a globe, dude. We've gone through that.
He's done a lot of research. Okay.
No, he hasn't done research. He's been stupid.
No, well, he's done a lot of boots on the ground. Right. This is
what they are, but people have these dreams, so I don't know what's going on. I don't think we're in a simulation. Pocket universe, maybe.
Do you really think that sounds like an intelligent person?
Yeah, they are. I don't know why.
No, they're really not intelligent.
I don't know if it's gonna.
1 second. I see. One sec. I can't hear what's happening.
Can't you play it on your thing?
I don't know what the video is.
Can't I share? Can I share screen then?
Yeah. Just 1 second. I see in the chat F'd Up World, who is absolutely 100% clueless about anything to do with the globe.
Share.
Disagrees with the fact that the stars rotate around 2 separate points in the sky. He thinks that there is just one rotation.
Who?
Not to F'd Up World. And I'm going to explain to him exactly why he's really, really wrong and arrogant in our debate. That'd be fun.
Can we just watch the visuals of this then? Can you share the screen and I'll turn the sound down and just watch the visuals?
You should
and
be able
I'll
to
explain
share
them after. It says disabled share. Host
there we go. You should be able to share.
Try now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. So do I go to Chrome tab or Windows?
Wherever the thing is you're trying to show.
It's not very big.
That's what she said.
Oh, that one.
Not my wife,
Hopefully,
of course.
Right, that's what I want to share, but I don't know if it's come up on your thing. Yeah, it has. Okay, so share, and all I've got to do is turn the music down.
You're not sharing.
It's not sharing, is it?
There we go. You're sharing now.
Do I have to keep it on the thing I'm sharing? Okay, I'll press play on it and mute the sound. I'll play it a little bit faster speed as well.
Oh, come on, Facts. You're not talking about bloody like rainbows, are you? You know I can create that in my house.
No, just keep watching and see what you think. I'll come.
Yeah, I've seen that nonsense before. I can literally create that in my home with like some spray and water.
No, Craig. You said you was going to. No, Craig. You said you was going to debate someone. Have your little debate and let people watch that thing, please. It's only on for about 7 minutes.
Yeah, you're not sharing it anymore. You've started sharing yourself.
All right, so I've got to go back to the thing like that.
Yeah, there's just lots of facts right now. There we go.
Right, so I can't come back on the Zoom meeting.
Well, you are on. You're still on. You're there. I can see you. You're on the side. It's cool.
Right, yeah. But
what are we looking at here? We're looking at sundogs, right?
You just keep guessing.
It's sundogs. That's what we're looking at. So what is your point?
Sun what?
It's a sundog.
What?
That's what that is. That's called a sundog.
Oh, it's the will of death. Oh no. No, look
Yeah.
there's too much. Like, this is just the start of it.
Yeah, but
it's just the start of it.
This is nothing to do with flat Earth. This is what we expect to happen on the globe with light. But this is just what we see on the globe. This is nothing to do with flat Earth.
Well, I think it could only work on a flat Earth. I don't think you could have this sort of
why would it only work on a flat Earth? Plus, by the way, like, how do you know that all these pictures are real? You're just assuming that these pictures are real or like relevant, but you're just showing phenomenon that can exist if the Earth is a globe. There's nothing to do with the flat Earth here. I mean, that was a lie. Go back 1 second. Go back to that thing about chemtrails.
No, I've paused it. It should play now. The will of death.
Yeah, so this is just a bunch of conspiracy nonsense. This is what we expect to see if the Earth is a globe. I don't know why you're showing this.
Because what are you saying about the chemtrails, that they've been here for?
Yeah, there's no such thing as chemtrails. They're called contrails, and they've been there as long as planes have been a thing.
Well, just okay, fair enough. That's fine. You could be Mandela affected. Anyway, just have a close look at these things.
Yeah, they're things that are explained on the globe.
The one right now. Look at this thing here.
Yeah, explained on the globe.
Do you call that a sundog?
It's called a sundog.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's just what we expect to see on the globe.
A sundog. That's in Stockholm in 2010. Another sundog.
Yeah.
Another sundog.
Yeah, just
another sundog.
No, yeah, just sundogs. That's all you're showing is sundogs, dude.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's.
Let me get a proper explanation for what that is, because you're just showing a bunch of nonsense pictures that don't prove anything. So
look.
1 sec.
Look at the symmetry on them.
Yeah, there's no issue with that on the globe.
Look at the symmetry on that.
Yeah, that's no issue with that on the globe. That's just how light works. Alright, so this image captures a striking atmospheric phenomenon known as a solar halo, or a 22-degree halo, or a sundog. This optical effect occurs when sunlight interacts with ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere, typically in cirrostratus clouds. The light is refracted at a 22-degree angle as it passes through the hexagonal ice crystals, creating a circular halo around the sun. The size and intensity of the halo can vary, and sometimes, if the conditions are right, other types of halos and related phenomena like sundogs, light pillars, or circumzenithal arcs can also be seen. This type of halo is quite common in cold weather, but can appear any season depending on the presence of the right type of clouds. Let me just check. Is this anything to do with the Earth being flat? Nope. The phenomenon of a solar halo has nothing to do with the Earth being flat. It's all about the physics of light interacting with ice crystals in the atmosphere. The shape and orientation of these ice crystals and the way light bends when it passes through them are based on well understood principles of optics and meteorology, which work the same regardless of the shape of Earth. Facts, you're showing nonsense stuff that is irrelevant.
Look, we'll stop. I'll stop sharing.
I just talked you through everything that explains why that's just nonsense. It's nothing to do with the shape of the Earth. It is just an atmospheric phenomenon of light passing through ice crystals. That's what we expect to see when light passes through ice crystals. It doesn't matter what the shape of the Earth is.
Right, but look, every single one of them was concave it had a middle, a left, a right, and up and down of a.
Because I explained why. I explained why, because light is passing through those light crystals at a 22-degree angle, which makes it symmetrical. It is a optical phenomenon that is perfectly explained, and it doesn't matter what the shape of the Earth is. Like, how would that in any way show that the Earth is flat?
Because it ties in with so many other things, like where like ley lines.
Ley lines have nothing to do with the Earth being flat, and ley lines in no way are anything to do with halos around the sun and sundogs and ice crystals. Dude, literally, all that you just showed was light coming through ice crystals. That was it.
Well, so you're telling me every ice crystal's uniform like that, forms exactly the same pattern?
Well, light passing through a bunch of ice crystals will be uniform. That's what it does.
Every single time on Earth?
Yeah, because the light is passing through those light crystals, and there's lots and lots and lots and lots of them, which overall has a particular refractive condition. So that is what we expect to see when light passes through ice crystals. I want you to understand this fact. Please listen carefully. That is what we expect to see when light passes through atmospheric ice crystals. That's it. Simple as that.
Do you want to know what FTFE Angel's stance on it is?
He ate too many lead crayons as a child, possibly. I'm not sure.
No, don't be sarky.
He's going to say it's a reflection off the firmament or something, right?
No, he's basically saying that it's ancient technology, that if we had access to where the rainbow starts and finishes and where
the rainbow doesn't start and finish anywhere. Oh my fucking God. Right, when I was at school, I remember this very vividly, right? It was just coming up to break time, right, and it had just rained, and we got a massive field next to our school. And I was looking out the window in the maths room, and a bunch of us noticed that a rainbow was literally finishing in the middle of the field. And we were like, oh, it's break time. We're going to go out and see the rainbow. Right? And we all ran down and we could see the rainbow in the field. But you know what? We could never get to it. As we moved towards that rainbow, it moved away. And then it wasn't in the field anymore. It was in the next field. There is no start of the rainbow. That doesn't exist.
I'm not really the guy to be talking about it, but I would say that where you are from where you first see it, you could probably take a coordinates, and then the rest might be perspective. Like as you get closer, it moves further away because it's light we're dealing with, Craig.
Yeah. So there is no place where the rainbow is physically there. It is, again, this is the fact that light is passing through atmospheric phenomenon, okay? Now, in particular, when you see a rainbow, what has happened is the light has been split into its constituent parts by all of the moisture left in the atmosphere from a rainstorm, right? And all that moisture in the atmosphere is acting like a prism and splitting the light into its individual colours, which you see as a rainbow, right? And what you actually notice, if you look really closely, is there's not usually just one rainbow. There'd be one rainbow, and then another really faint one, and then another really faint one, because that's what's happening. The light is being split into its constituent colours because it's passing through a bunch of moisture. That's it. That's what a rainbow is.
You're both saying the same thing.
But no, he said there's ancient technology, dude. That's not the same thing.
He's saying that... No. That you're giving the same explanation, but you're saying that it's something to do with what you're saying, and he's saying it's to do with what he's doing. But the actual thing
he's
you're
saying
looking
it's
at,
ancient technology.
and the way you're describing how the light works is you're both saying the same thing.
Well, no, he's saying it's ancient technology. It's not.
Yes.
It's nothing to do with technology.
But
it's just
forget about
dude, I can make a rainbow in my kitchen with the tap and a light.
God. I'll have to watch a bit more on it, but it just seems it resonated with me. It made total sense. Like
it doesn't make sense though. There's nothing about it. It's nothing to do with the shape of the Earth.
Right,
that what
Craig,
you saw,
honestly
you would
saying
see
I'm not going to go
if
off
the Earth was
you,
flat or not.
But are you honestly saying that when we was at school, yeah, like I'm only 10 years ahead of you, say 11 years ahead of you, right? That I remember sitting out on the field with the wooden board drawing, like I couldn't fucking do it. So I'm not a creative person. That there was no fucking lines in the sky like there is now.
No, I've
cannot be
always
serious
remembered seeing
and
contrails.
tell me that those
right?
crisscross lines, and they're always in front of the sun. Have lines in the sky, and then look where the sun is. They'll always be to the way the sun's going to move. So if the sun moves left to right, go and look to your right. There'll be more crisscross. Go and look a little bit more crisscross, and they do this every day.
All right, I want to show you
and
something.
They've only been there about 5 years, maybe 8 years, 12 at the most. Craig, you must remember when we was fucking 8 and that 10 years old, 12
I've always seen
years old. Whatever you want to call them, there's lines in the sky.
Yeah, contrails, because the more planes that there are, the more contrails there will be. Right?
But Craig,
now, here's the thing. Contrails,
like
yeah,
that
there was.
In the sky.
Right, let me show you this video, right? Where is it?
I need a wee as well, and a quick cigarette. But go on, I'll watch this and then I'll go for a wee if that's all right.
This is from World War II. Look at all those lines in the sky.
Yeah, because that's a chemical fucking weapon.
No, it's not. There's no chemical weapons. They are flying to a mission. This is just contrails created by the planes going through moisture. None of that is chemical missions. That is just planes flying towards Germany. There's no chemicals coming out of them. They didn't have tanks full of chemicals. Contrails have been around ever since planes are. The more planes there are, the more contrails there are. None of this is chemicals. There's no chemicals.
Well,
this is just contrails. From World War II, they have always existed.
How much of the film have you got? Because I'd have to see it. Like, where have they gone now then?
Well, they're diving down through a different density of the atmosphere.
No, they should still be staying up there like they do today. They're up there fucking all day,
this is a different picture. This is a different bit. This is later on in the mission.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that.
These contrails will stay there. Like, look at behind them. You know, they're not disappearing. They're still there.
No, okay, and maybe you could be right about this one. Look
at all these contrails. This, you know,
well, they look a bit. Right, I guess it's a different plane. So I'm not going to bust your balls on that. There's a new same plane, but look, they look fainter the further back you go. Like, we'd have to have more video footage of.
Dude, chemtrails aren't a thing, right? Don't fall for the fucking conspiracy nonsense of chemtrails. There is no... Right, listen to this, okay? If chemtrails were a thing, right, and people were putting poison into the sky, you realize what a fucking stupid idea that is? Because the people that put them into the sky would also have to be breathing them.
Yeah, I thought about that, and they don't do it all the time. There's times they have off, and maybe they like. This is the other thing. They're very good at giving you reverse psychology. So now they've got everyone not to wear a mask. The Chinese all wear masks.
What are you talking about? Dude, you're going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. You should be focusing on getting rid of the flat Earth crap instead of looking at these other conspiracy nonsense, right?
And I am, but look, you can't not notice it when you go out to the shop and there's fucking noughts and crosses board in the sky.
Yeah, because planes. Do you live near an airport? Right, I live quite close to Edinburgh Airport, so I see a lot of stuff in the sky. Right, but my mum, who doesn't live near an airport, her skies are usually quite clear. All right, whenever there is planes. And the atmospheric conditions are such, there will be contrails. It's not a thing that has changed. It's always been there. I remember as a child always seeing contrails. There's never been a time where there wasn't contrails.
That's not what I'm asking you. Do you remember as a child seeing noughts and crosses boards in the sky?
Yeah, over Bristol Airport, 100%.
Oh, man.
I used to live relatively close to Bristol Airport, and there was always loads of like crosses and contrails in the sky. Because there was a lot of planes there.
Yeah, I can't say what you didn't see. If that's what you said you saw, I can't take that away from you. But I didn't. I never really paid much attention to it until it's got so bad now. It's like
there is more planes than there used to be, so there will be more contrails.
But like that's the other thing. Like we only get on a plane like maybe once or twice a year. Like everyone, like if you got to go holiday, maybe to a family member or emergency, maybe 4 times a year. Like that's like rare. So you know,
there's billions of people on this world traveling all
if you're
of the
that
time.
Concerned about the planet and the balance.
Well, most people aren't concerned about it. That's
what
the thing.
about the Zeppelin? What there's
big hydrogen bombs in the sky. Not a good idea. Plus, really, really slow, really expensive to maintain and to operate. Really, really, really dangerous. Really bad idea. Right, so just so we're aware, there are significantly more airplanes in operation today than there were in the 90s. Over the past few decades, global air traffic has increased dramatically due to several factors such as economic growth. In the 90s, the worldwide commercial aircraft fleet was around 10,000. Today, it is around 30,000. So between now and when we were children in the 90s, there is 3 times as many planes in the sky. So that means you'll be seeing 3 times as many contrails.
All right. Okay, right. That still doesn't make it right, but it's not that.
What do you mean it doesn't make it right?
It still doesn't make it right. The point I'm making is they don't go away. They stay up there all day.
No, I've seen some that go away. I've seen some that stay there. It depends on the height of the plane. It depends on the atmospheric conditions of the time. There's several factors that will determine whether contrails stay or not. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they don't. If it's more, if there's more moisture in the air, the contrails will stay there longer. So the increase in number of airplanes flying in the skies has a direct impact on the number of contrails observed. With more planes in the air compared to the 90s, there is more engine exhaust and thus more potential for contrail formation under the right atmospheric conditions. This can lead to more persistent contrails, which can sometimes spread out to form cirrus-like clouds. Right? It's simple. The more planes in the sky, the longer contrails will be around.
Look, what I'm saying is, this is what that FTFE Angel's saying. We don't have access to like check out and finalise our research. Like,
yeah, we do.
Like we don't. No, we don't. We don't get to go and see if there's underground technology or if there's underground things created.
That's not research, that's conspiracy theories. There's no underground technology.
But we could put it to bed though, but you're not allowed. The army have got it all locked off.
Got what locked off?
To them areas.
What areas? What are you talking about?
When I used to live in Dover, you can't go in any of the tunnels, you can't go in any of the Dover Castle bits, you can't go in this other bit. Like
what tunnels?
Create the most amazing things down there. Like they look like wine.
Are you saying that the British Army is hiding a secret underground network of tunnels?
Yeah.
Have you got any evidence of this? Have you got any evidence of this? Because I want you to be aware, Fax, that I am ex-military. Not only am I ex-military, I got to sign the top secret thing. I am someone that has signed the National
NDAs,
Secrets Act, right?
Agreements.
No, not non-disclosure agreements. I am someone that has signed the Official Secrets Act, right? Because I was a nuclear engineer. I'd be privy to shit like that. It didn't exist.
Well, you tell me then why they've blocked up every fucking hole down in Dover, Folkestone, Cape Lefevre.
Because they're not safe.
New Romney.
Underground shit usually isn't safe. Big caves and stuff aren't safe. Facts, there's no evidence of any of this, dude. It's just more conspiracy nonsense. Right. Since you and I talked last Friday...
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Since you and I have talked last Friday, it seems like you have consumed an awful lot of conspiracy nonsense.
It's not conspiracy nonsense. It
is.
You can't deny this stuff's happening, Craig.
I am denying it because it doesn't exist.
All right, not finished, but let me go for a wee after I say these 4 words or 5 words. Realm, religion, education, agriculture, law, and media spell realm, which is basically what we live under.
No one
which
cares.
They've got control
that's a nonsense. Who cares?
No,
None of that means anything. Facts. Let's focus on facts. Let's focus on actual facts. Right. The Earth is a globe. It's been measured.
Yeah, but that's why you can't. This is why you're not a critical thinker, because you won't even.
No, I am a critical thinker. I am the one that critically thinks about things. That is why I was able to get a degree, because my critical thinking skills are so good.
No, critical. Right, well, let me have my wee and cigarette if that's all right. Be like 40, 50 seconds.
Right,
just really quickly.
Good Lord. I don't know what the fuck's happened with facts. He's gone backwards, man.
I can still hear you.
Austin Salmons for $5 says, "Hey Craig, if facts takes the reins and explains the evidence for flat Earth, do you think you see the folly of his ways? There is no evidence that the Earth is flat. That's the problem." Cryptoverse $5. "Tell facts to hit me up. He can come down South Coast and I get my telephoto lens and show him clear bottom of obstruction." Yeah, I will let him know. Thank you very much. Paul Camish for £5 says, "I speak to people in Japan, Thailand, Canada, the USA, and may more as ham radio operators. I bounce off the ionosphere." God, that just confuses them, honestly. Austin Salmons for $5 says, "Fact, glad you're back. Serious question. Have you tried any curve experiments yourself?" I will ask him that when he gets back. Eclipse Chris for £2 says, "Earth ain't flat. The sun sets, doesn't shrink." Facts. Eclipse Chris, £2. "Words can't describe how easily fooled you are." Facts.
I'm not easily fooled, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's the problem, dude. You have kind of been fooled. Austin Salmon says, "Have you tried any curve experiments yourself?" He's not there. Adam Johnson, £5. "Videos don't lie, which is a bonus, means Wonder Woman is real." My wife is Wonder Woman. General E. Shady for $2 says, "Facts just lost me. Grow the fuck up and stop your BS, dude." JSS Tiger for $5 says, "Please say save the flat earther like the Save the Clock Tower lady from the Back to the Future." The Cuba Doom £2 says, "He's just a kid from the special needs class." It's not being mean, but Generally Shady $5. "Over this bullshit. He's a lost cause. He's gone full run, defend and deny. Facts by saying that you're calling Craig a liar by default. Grow up." Goodness me, all that noise. Indie Tiger Sci-Fi Review $10. "I took a photo of a rainbow that ends in the river in my neighborhood. That doesn't mean the leprechaun's gold is underwater. If I can get your email, I'll send it to you." I don't think Facts has an email, I'm not sure. Generally Shady $2 says, "Type 1, Facts is worth saving. Type 2, forget it." I still say 1. Stuart Jones for their 5th super chat on the channel says, "This TikTok head is a lost cause, mate. He's back on the glue." Oh no, it's Andy Merriman for 18 months says, "He's really gullible. So sad. And I want to help him so bad." Daniel R, member for 1 month, says, "Craig is a lost soul. Every time he is worse." He does seem to have gone backwards a little bit here. Oh God, you're all saying forget it. I want to help him. Borg Emporia for 15 months been a member says, "FTFE, apparently some people don't know about your collab on Friday with Dapper Dinosaur. Please share all you know about the collab and where to find it." In fact,
I was really enjoying that. Can you hear me, or I've got to turn off my Bluetooth?
Yeah, we can hear you. All right, just going to quickly
show... No, this has run out of battery, so I'll have to charge it up.
All right. Just going to quickly show people my collab that's coming up on Friday.
Yeah.
On September 20th, 2024 for a new adventure. It's been a...
Right. So, in Star Trek lore, the USS Lexington, NCC 1709, had an experiment where they tried to replace all the crew with AI called the M5. It went really, really badly. And this is coming up as my collaboration with Dapper Dino.
Tune in on September 20th, 2024 for a new adventure. It's been a year since the M5 incident, and the Lexington is ready to explore the galaxy once again. Join Captain Hawk, Commander Chanos, Executive Officer, Chief Medical Officer Tragan, Science Officer Lanford, Ship's Counselor Ross, Chief Engineer Shelby.
That's me, that's who I'm playing. Terran Shelby, half human, half Tellarite with cybernetic enhancements.
Half Tellarite with cybernetic implants, and Security Officer Croc.
Captain's Log, Stardate 5340.6. The Lexington is finally done with her repairs after the M5 affair. I know it was an honest mistake, but it's hard to believe that the great Dr. Richard Daystrom's legacy may end up being the near destruction of what is now my new ship. I have a new crew, one in line with Starfleet's new philosophy of moving away from mostly single-species crews and to a more integrated crew of multiple species. I'm not looking forward to the challenges with the life support, though. Too hot for some, too cold for others, too humid, too dry, to say nothing of the atmospheric combinations of gas being suboptimal for half the crew. That being said, we leave Starbase 4 ready for what's out there, for what lies beyond the edge of known space. The Lexington is a fine ship, with a fine crew, one of the best in the fleet, despite their experimental makeup. I could not be more proud to be their captain. This 5-year mission into the unknown is one we prepared for our entire lives, and I'll be honest, it promises to be a fine adventure.
Their mission is to investigate a distress signal from the past. With spatial anomalies, a potential infiltrator, and a bloodthirsty crew will throw them all into danger. Begin an all-new adventure on the Top Hats Off channel with Star Trek Lexington, the Star Trek Adventures First Edition actual play series.
You guys have no idea how excited I am to be part of that, by the way. Because I'm such a fucking nerd.
No, you're not. No,
I definitely am.
I used to be mean and all that shit, but you got something you're interested in, so it's all good, mate. It's all good.
Rip Tuvix, I know. Janeway. When are people going to realise that Janeway is just evil?
Do you know what could probably solve all this flat Earth, globe Earth argument in Star Wars? When they go towards the planet, the Rebellion planet where the Ewoks live. What shape
the moon
is
of
that?
Endor.
Endor?
Yeah, it's the moon of Endor, where the Ewoks live, and it's a globe.
Right, well that would probably solve it then.
Yeah, well, except Star Wars is shit. Star Wars is crap. Star Trek is where it's at.
You probably could have convinced me just on the strength of that alone. I'd have been, yep, all right, sold, Glober. No, I'm only joking.
Facts, come on, man.
But,
like,
yeah, no, seriously, like George Lucas and that. There's so.
Yeah, fuck.
Can't
Lucas
do it.
And Star Wars is rubbish.
Can't do it at the moment. All right, well, Star Trek's probably more intelligent and it's like got a lot more storyline to it and more thinking behind it. But Star Wars, when you're young, it's only probably because of the age and the era that it, penetrated and meant so much to me back then. I loved it.
General E. Shady says, "Don't put on those sunglasses again because you look like Mark Steele."
Who's Mark Steele?
You don't want to know.
I'm just really bad. Basically, it's even Stevens because you say that the globe's proven, but it seems the mathematics is proven, but it sort of doesn't.
Everything about it does marry up. That's the thing. You say it doesn't marry up, but it does marry up. Every single thing matches. 100% every single time. Facts. There is never, ever, ever a time where what we see doesn't match the globe predictions, including all the variables.
Yeah, predictions. That's not.
Well, that's how you do. That's how you do science. You make a prediction. You test the prediction.
All right. Well, I didn't know that, so I can't.
That's the most important part of science. Is you assume something and you make a prediction about that assumption, and you test that prediction. Yeah.
Well, the last bit of the realm was the media, the monetary systems, and the medical systems. The way they're all controlled, and I haven't even got started with the armies yet. Like, come on, Craig. If all the armies were independent, wouldn't you wear different uniforms? Like, I'm not talking about field combat uniforms. I'm talking about all the stripes and regalia. Like,
yeah, everything's different, dude. Like, oh my god,
it's not.
You know, it really is. When I was training at HMS Sultan, doing my engineering training, we also trained the Royal Navy of Oman, and all their insignia is different. You know, Americans and Australians would come over and train there. All their insignia is different. You have to have guides and tables to know what the equivalent ranks and stuff are. It's all different.
Yeah. But it's set out the same way.
It's really, it's not. That's the thing. It's not.
And the stripes. And
dude. Honest, that's the thing. It really isn't. It's all so different that you have to learn so many different insignias and ways of showing things. Plus, they change all the time as well.
Well, I'll have to look into that, but they look like they're in the same places to me.
But they're really not. Right.
All right. Well,
Eclipse Chris says, facts, how do you explain the sun setting? Because it's not flat.
Oh, I've never even thought about it. To tell you,
the sun doesn't. The sun sets, then the Earth isn't flat. It's as simple as that. Austin Salmon says, facts, have you ever actually tried any curve experiments yourself?
That's better. Oh, it's because I was fucking around with these, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say. Have you ever tried any curve experiments yourself?
Yeah. Yes, I will. God, this is good, this Zoom. It just straight away picks up on my Bluetooth thing as soon as it's charged up. I don't know how long.
Yes, anyway. Mr. Toffee's, you're right. Star Wars is shite.
All right. Enough of the incoming. I will. I love it, Craig. Like, this book is getting more and more fuller. I've just put it down for the evening.
Facts. I am gonna fix you. All right, but you need to stop watching all this conspiracy fucking nonsense.
Yeah,
it's not helping you.
It has set us back a bit. It has set us back a bit. But it's just, I love it so much, and it makes more sense to me.
It doesn't make sense, so that's the thing. It brainwashes you into thinking it makes sense, but none of it fucking makes sense. None of it. All the shit you come up with. Oh, look at this circle. It's a fucking sundog. Contrails are a thing. The Rothschilds don't control education. The Earth is not fucking flat. Facts.
All right. FPV Angel did say that you, like, not you personally, but they said that the globe people would say it's snow crystals. It didn't say anything about.
FPVA is a moron. FPVA is the kind of person that struggles to eat his breakfast in the morning without digging his eye out with a spoon.
Oh, Craig, you do it like you've never even spoke to the guy. You've never even heard his videos until
I've just done that one video and the things that were in it. He is not the right. During science, right, at school, right, everyone would get a Bunsen burner, and the teacher would get to this guy and he would go, "Oh, you know what? We're out of Bunsen burners. Here, you use these crayons." Somehow, he'd still set fire to the crayons.
That's not funny, man. That's fucking.
Why did you laugh?
All right, well, because it is funny, but like it's not funny when it's directed at people you sort of look up to a bit or got to respect. Look, he's put in a lot of research. He's actually got out.
No. Research. His research is going. Oh, I saw a video and I'm going to repost it.
No.
You know what's research, facts? Is going and getting a degree in physics and learning out how the universe works. That's research.
But you're not learning, you're getting told.
No. Again, we went through this. You learn. You don't get taught. You don't just get told and repeat it. Degrees aren't like that. Degrees give you the ability to think outside of the box. That's what they're for.
What by writing theses, or what you call them, like dissertations, where you write basically what you think the like topic you're learning. Is that it?
Kind of. I mean, that's some of it, but it's all about applying your knowledge, showing that you can apply the knowledge to fix problems.
Where does that knowledge come from?
From the universe.
School. You're right. Who taught you it?
The universe taught us what physics is. Right. Have you got any more questions for tonight, or should we save it for another day?
Not tonight. I know I'm winding you up a bit. Yeah, I know we've had a bit of a setback with a few. You can blame FTV Angel for.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking. Facts. I want you to just focus on the Earth being flat or not. Ignore the other shit for now. All right.
I
want you back. I want you back next Monday, right? And I want you to talk about the flat Earth. Because I'm going to fucking come over where you live. I'm going to throttle you next time. All right? The Earth's not fucking flat, you dick.
All right, we're like I'm listening, if nothing else. So
little less listening today.
Yeah, well, a little bit less listening, but I'm still listening. But yeah, a little less listening to conspiracy stuff. I'll do a bit more actual research because it's not giving me as much of a headache reading all the stuff and looking into it, and I'm sort of getting it. Even though I'm getting it the wrong way round, I'm still getting it, if that makes any sense. Like the horizon and the curve bit. Yeah. I know. Anyway,
like I don't think you understood what the horizon was. It was a bit frustrating talking to right. But anyway, okay. I want you back next Monday, okay? And I want you to come back with stuff to talk about flat Earth. Not anything else. Forget all the other fucking conspiracy shit. Let's get rid of this flat Earth, and then I can fix the other stuff, okay?
Right, yeah, so we'll have, after the Flat Earth episodes, which I can imagine there'll be quite a few, this is baby steps, and I'm not the easiest person.
Well, some of the chat are telling me to cut my losses and say that you're lost cause, but I'm not going to do that, Facts, all right? I'm not leaving you behind, okay?
Oh, the chat. Yeah, boo to the chat for being so miserable. But anyway, right, to be continued, as they say in the movies.
Right, the Cube of Doom says for £5, right?
It wouldn't be possible without the chat.
Cube of Doom, £5 says, Facts, see if you can find Flat Earth when you log out of social media. You can't. It only exists on the internet.
Say that bit again.
See if you can find Flat Earth when you log out of social media. You can't. It only exists in the internet.
Oh shit, man! You're right. There's no well, unless you buy Eric DeBay's books.
But that came from the internet, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay. The other stuff come from universities and then was put onto the internet. Where yeah, no, you're correct. Yes.
All right, Facts. Yeah. Well, take it easy, all right? And I want you back next Monday with a bit more focus on you, okay?
Bit more focus for next Monday or whenever Monday is. Right, let me see if I can. Right.
It's all right. I'll kick you out. Don't worry.
All right, mate. Thank you.
All right. Speak to you later.
Bye for now.
Oh my God. No, right. Chat, I am not dropping him. All right. I am not giving up. Today was a little frustrating. He did seem to take a couple of steps backwards, okay? But I am not giving up on Facts. All right. I want you to know this, that he's going to be back and back and back until we fix him, right? Because if we can fix Facts, we can fix any... Maybe not Nathan Oakley. I don't think I want to fix Nathan Oakley. Maybe he should have been fixed earlier. No, that would have been good. But hey. Yeah, Fudge, you're right. The Cube of Doom, maybe. Maybe I could find a more entertaining guest. But that doesn't change the fact that I want to help him. Okay? This is about helping someone that I think can be helped. It's not going to be easy. In fact, it's going to be extremely frustrating for me, for you, and for Facts. Okay? But I am not letting him live in this world of stupidity that he has fallen into that has destroyed his life. I want Facts to see the world for what it is, to make his life better. Okay? And it's actually become important to me that Facts is fixed, because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve that the brainwashing. All right? Okay, Facts may not be the smartest person in the world. Okay? He's not going to win a Nobel Prize. He wouldn't have got A stars in A levels, right? But that doesn't mean that he deserves that stupidity of flat Earth thrust upon him. There's so many people in this world that are completely lost causes and pieces of shit. Nathan Oakley, Nathan Thompson, Dell, you know, they're never going to change their mind. And it doesn't matter what you do. But with someone like Fax, to actually help him and make him realize the truth, it won't just help him, it will give me better tools to help others in the future. Yeah, I really want to get an ex-Flat Earther on to talk to him. Really, really, really want that. Eclipse Chris, £2, says it explains it. He's never thought about it. Monkey in the Works, 49 months, has been a member. Thank you. He wants to understand the world around him, but he doesn't understand the scientific method. Watching conspiracy theory YouTube videos does not equal research. I stand by my previous member milestone chat. Couldn't think his way out of a wet paper bag. Maybe, but we're going to get there. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. And thank you for being here. Bob is a new member. Thank you very much. Welcome to Scrappers. Joseph Burke, for 13 months, has been a member. More than once around the chat. The sun. You saved Rachie, so you can save him. Yeah, I've saved so many. I can fucking save him. Annalise Knapp for $2.79 Canadian says, you're doing great work, Craig. Kudos. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, Rachel, I feel like I'm doing quite well right now. I mean, I feel like that's quite impressive at this point. Just saying. Well, that's been fun / frustrating. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Wednesday, Debating Joe. Friday, Adele, Minion, and a bunch more stuff coming up. And Friday, the most important thing is my collaboration with Dapper Dino on Top Hats Off channel, where I will be playing Lieutenant Commander Terran Shelby, a half human, half Tellarite, who, because of their incompatible DNA, has to have cybernetic implants to help him live. And he is the chief engineer of the USS Lexington NCT 1709, and also third in command of the ship. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll be streaming the episode on Friday, the first one, but I don't really want you guys to watch it on my channel. I'm kind of streaming it to send you over there, if you know what I mean. And I won't stream any other episodes. It's just to make you guys aware that this is happening. And if you're interested in something like that, that's outside of the world of Flat Earth and stuff and just a bit of fun, then to join me on the Top Hats Off channel. Mr. Smith, 99 pence with a winky smiley face, thank you. The Cube of Doom for £2 says, I wouldn't get in a lift / elevator he'd worked on. Bit of a worry, I guess. Yeah, Brian Jempson, I want to fix him. He is my plan. Yes, Clive, I am basically playing Scotty, except I'm half human, half Tellarite. And I'm a much better engineer than Scotty. I need you to understand that. Scotty's a rookie compared to me. Alright? I can make that ship dance. Right, so when Terran, this is my character in Star Trek, and this is one of his life-changing things. His mum was a human medical scientist, and his dad was a Tellarite diplomat, lived on space stations his whole life. And when Terran was 14, his life took a devastating turn. The medical space station located on the fringes of explored space was suddenly attacked by a Gorn warship. The Gorn, a species notorious for their strength and aggression, launched a brutal and unprovoked assault. The station's defences crumbled under the ferocity of the attack. Amidst the chaos and destruction, Dr. Monroe, Terran's mum, acted with selfless courage. Realising the situation was lost, she made the ultimate sacrifice, using her final moments to ensure her husband and son reached the last remaining escape pod. As the escape pod was launched into the black void, It was struck by Gordon's weapons fire. Inside, Terran, me, watched in horror as his father, the Tellurite diplomat, critically injured, struggled for breath. Ambassador Shelby, with his last words, urged his son to be strong, to survive, and to never stop fighting for what was right. And then he was gone, leaving Terran alone, filled with a mix of grief, rage, and a burning will to live. Captured by the Gorn, Terran's future seemed grim, but he was his parents' son, a blend of human adaptability and Tellurite stubbornness, and a resourceful mind enhanced by technology. Using his engineering knowledge and a fierce determination fueled by loss, he managed to break free from his captors. In a daring and dangerous move, Terran exploited his cybernetic enhancements to access and manipulate the Gorn ship's systems. He managed to disable his restraints and, with a burst of ingenuity, sabotaged the Gorn ship's power core. With the Gorn soldiers hot on his heels, Terran fought his way through the dimly lit corridors, using a combination of his Tellurite strength and human agility to overcome his enemies. Despite being outnumbered, he fought with a ferocity born from his desire to survive and his need to honour his parents' sacrifice. In a stunning display of skill and courage, he eliminated 14 Gorn soldiers, an incredible feat for anyone, let alone a 14-year-old. But Terran wasn't done yet. Knowing the ship was moments away from a catastrophic failure, he commandeered a Gorn fighter, and as the Gorn ship erupted into a blinding explosion behind him, Terran piloted the fighter out of the blast radius, his heart pounding with a mixture of adrenaline, fear, and a grim satisfaction. He had survived. He had fought back. And he had won. Terran's escape was a testament of his will to survive, but it came at a great cost. Alone in the vastness of space, he was eventually picked up by a passing Federation ship and brought back to safety. Placed under the guardianship of a family friend, a retired Starfleet officer, Terran struggled to adjust to life without his parents, yet the experience had forged him into something more, a survivor with a deep burning desire to make a difference. He vowed never to be helpless again and to use his unique talents to protect others from the horrors he had faced. Driven by his determination, Terran set his sights on Starfleet Academy. There we go. There's a bit of the backstory for Terran Shelby, my character that I will be playing. Oh, Alberton, don't worry, I'll be doing a lot of improv with the character. Thank you guys for watching tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Now, at this point, I would normally play the song Airplanes, the parody written by one of my subscribers, in which me, Mr. Sensible, we rapped in. And it's normally the questions we ask, can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars? However, the Flat Earther B.O.B., the rapper that originally did that song, is now claiming copyright whenever I play it. So unfortunately, I can't play airplanes anymore. So it sucks, really. Yeah, but we can't play airplanes. But there's other songs we can play. I'm going to create some of my own. But for now, we can thank MC Toon because we can laugh at Dave, Flat Earth Dave, Dearth, being a scammer.
Yo, listen up, this your boy Birch in the his house. Plan so slick, gonna make your pockets dizz house. I got an app that's gonna change your life, but before you download, let me slice through the strife. They say the earth's a globe, but I beg to differ. I'll make you believe, I'll make you shiver. Spectroscopy needs a container, that's my claim. I've got no clue, I just hang my head in shame. Yo, listen up, it's your boy Dirt H in the his house. That's the woods house. Got a plan so slick, gonna make your pockets dizz house. I got an app that's gonna change your life, but before you download, let me slice through the strife. They say the earth's a globe, but I beg to differ. I'll make you believe, I'll make you shiver. Spectroscopy needs a container, that's my claim. I've got no clue, I just hang my head in shame. But turn up, that's the line I'm preaching. Sell my app is what I'm seeking. Fake challenge, try your luck. While I'm laughing, pocketing a buck. I'm a scammer.
I'm a scammer.
I'm a scammer.
I'm a scammer.
icy place. Offered a free trip, dangled it in my face, but I won't go. It's not about thrift. I'm staying home, gotta protect my grift. I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. Yo, 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 yo. Dave Weiss is a scammer. Talk about Antarctica, that icy place. Offered a free trip, dangled it in my face, but I won't go. It's not about thrift. I'm staying home, gotta protect my grift. I'm a scammer. Antarctica, that icy place. Offered a free trip, dangled it in my face, but I won't go. It's not about thrift. I'm staying home, gotta protect my grift. I'm a scammer. The scammer, I play the game. Gonna hustle hard, gonna rise to fame. But remember one thing, it's all a ploy to make that green. I'll be your decoy. So if you wanna join, come take my hand. But beware the tricks, it's all planned. Titrh, that's my name. In the world of scams, I got the fame.
I'm a scammer.
What is a full moon and what is a new moon on your model?
Probably like a magnetic cycle, and just like the center of a ferrocell cell image of a magnet.
I think it's probably like a magnetic cycle, just like the center of a ferrocell spiral. Image of a magnet, it's just black in the middle. It's actually pure inertia, not just a little. In the ferrocell image of a magnet, it actually goes into its inertial state, then charges back up. It becomes like etherically displaced. Yeah, you start to see it charge up once more, and it goes back like it did before. Once it becomes like etherically spaced, you see it charge up and take its place. Oh, shucks, ain't that so? That's how moon phases work, fam. Pass the dresser. In the magnet's heart, centrifugal divergence flies, centripetal convergence pulls. Defying all science, etheric whispers sing, light and shadow blend, magnetic cycles spin, where physics seems to end. In the ferrocell image of a magnet, it actually goes into its inertial state, then charges back up. It becomes like etherically displaced. Yeehaw! Grab your partner, swing around, magnetic cycles up and down. Either song in the air, hillbilly science everywhere, cause it's like etherically displaced. Yeehaw!
Tune in.
Yo, belly on up to the Wixit word salad buffet. Who has light vinaigrettes? Jugger Ranch.
Then charges back up, and once it becomes like etherically displaced again, you start to see it charge up throughout a cycle, and it goes back.
Tune in on September 20th, 2024 for a new adventure. It's been a year since the M5 incident, and the Lexington is ready to explore the galaxy once again. Join Captain Hawk, Commander Chanos, Executive Officer, Chief Medical Officer Tragan, Science Officer Lanford, Ship's Counselor Ross, Chief Engineer Shelby, a half-Tellarite with cybernetic implants, and Security Officer Croc.
Captain's Log, Stardate 5340.6. The Lexington is finally done with the repairs after the M5 affair. I know it was an honest mistake, but it's hard to believe that the great Dr. Richard Daystrom's legacy may end up being the near destruction of what is now my new ship. I have a new crew, one in line with Starfleet's new philosophy of moving away from mostly single-species crews and to a more integrated crew of multiple species. I'm not looking forward to the challenges with the life support, though. Too hot for some, too cold for others, too humid, too dry, to say nothing of the atmospheric combinations of gas being suboptimal for half the crew. That being said, we leave Starbase 4 ready for what's out there, for what lies beyond the edge of known space. The Lexington is a fine ship, with a fine crew, one of the best in the fleet, despite their experimental makeup. I could not be more proud to be their captain. This 5-year mission into the unknown is one we've prepared for our entire lives. And I'll be honest, it promises to be a fine adventure.
Their mission is to investigate a distress signal from the past, but spatial anomalies, a potential infiltrator, and a bloodthirsty crew will throw them all into danger. Begin an all-new adventure on the Top Hats Off channel with Star Trek Lexington. a Star Trek Adventures First Edition actual play series.
If you're not excited for that, then you're not nerdy enough, really. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you on Wednesday. I love you all, every single one of you. Just not you, Gary. Important thing to remember in times like this is that stupidity. It's not right. So fight the flatter. Fight the flat. 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 Fight the flat.
Hi, my name is Nathan Oakley, and I have been lying to people about the Earth being flat for a lot of years. I did this to hide the fact I have a small penis.
I'm a dumb flat earther, and I don't understand science.
Level. 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 Level.